Welcome back, my friends. Time for the next Run Bun stream. So we have 5 fights left in total here. With the erratic weather. 5 mandatory fights. We have some optionals as well. But yeah. And I have planned the next 3 fights. I couldn't plan the double battle. This will take a bit, I guess. Let's see what I can cook for the double battle. It looks pretty fucking demonic. Can't lie. Yeah, and right now it's about, okay, let's try to find consistent lines for these fights, and if we need to sack, we sack. That's it. Okay. That's really important to keep in mind. Even my box is really nice and it hurts to sack because everything is just nice, actually. But yeah. We have to make decisions, this is really important. So, for the next fight. We will have pulled. What is the goat anyways of this run? No wonder I used 5 scales in total. And yeah, I rather sack right now, I want to actually save scales, like, for the real late game, for the E4 basically. I have 9 right now and I will get 6 more scales. And I would really like to save them right now. Okay, so we have Torterra. We have a Celezel. We have Excadrill. We have Beedrill. And we have Primarina. Okay, so what we need in this fight is the Choice Scarf on pulled, but we will give Life Orb because we will do 1 optional before the fight. And I checked that, I can just destroy this fight with Life Orb pulled. Citrus Berry here. Excadrill needs to be scarfed, if I remember correct. We will check that. Exactly, Excadrill is scarfed. Beedrill will be just Beedrill. Nothing special. And Primarina can just get the Pixie Plate here. Doesn't really matter, we don't need, I think, anything special here on Primarina. Okay. So, we have 1 optional. I need to find that optional. I think if I run into that optional, it's not that nice. And that's why I just want to actually clear that. Because it's a swimmer. And yeah, I'm not that good in dodging optionals like that. And that's why I just want to clear that. And I checked and we are just destroying it with pulled Life Orb basically. So yeah. Okay, we have done this, we have done this, we have done this, and we have done this. And we have done this as well. And now we should have the next, there is the optional. Okay, I think it's not that hard to dodge that, to be honest, because it's just, but I will just do it. Because like I said, I checked that and pulled just destroys this fight. Maybe I missed something, that's also possible. Yeah. So this is a Zoroark. Izui Zoroark. We will just start here. And kill it. Pretty simple. Okay, this should be Starmie. Yep. It's just Team Order because I'm killing everything. We go Phantom Force. And kill the Starmie. Okay. And now the last Pokemon is D-Knight, and we will just kill this with darts. Pretty simple. I just need to change the item, that's really important. But I need to export my mons anyways. So we will do that in a second. We don't need the PP, I will just heal up my hold basically. Okay. Okay, so we want to have the Scarf. And I will heal up Pult, this is really important. Using a Hyper Potion, okay. So, time to export my mons. We have Fortera, we have Celezzle. We have Excadrill. We have Beedrill. And we have Primarina. Export. Okay. Alright, it looks like this fight. Next fight in Permarain. Okay, so we know that I used 5 scales in total on Pult. I used special attack scale straight up in the hideout in the first fight. And if I wouldn't use it there, I would now use it because we need Draco Meteor. We are Scarfed. With that, we outspeed this Kingdra and always kill it with Draco Meteor. Pretty simple. And you need max special attack for that, basically. Nearly max special attack at least. It's a really good lead here because it is really consistent for the baits. Because there is a Pokemon in the back. What is a big threat in my opinion, and that's Dreadnought. This is Swift Swim Dreadnought now, Choice Bandit. With Liquidation and Head Smash. And because the weather is active, it's really hard to lock this into one move. If you already got damage with a Pokemon. And it destroys actually a lot of stuff. So, Torterra is safe against double Head Smash. And will always kill this with Giga Drain. Even this Head Smash will do a ton of damage. And it can also miss, but yeah, that was one of the only consistent ways actually. This Head Smash, look at this man. This is resisted. This is fucking resisted. This is illegal. We'll always proc the Citrus Berry here. And it was hitting both of the Head Smash, it's fine. Citrus Berry and Giga Drain to wreck our HP decently back. Okay, this is Durant now for a fast kill. I think I don't want to see a miss here. Crit is okay. Yeah, there is a Durant. because this is Hustle, so that means it can miss, technically. Would like to not see the miss here, to be honest. Crit is fine. It's first impression on Leech Life. Nice. That's good. No miss is really good here. Yep, completely fine. And even the rain is active. We are barely faster, even we are plus speed nature, by the way, so it's really close. We always kill this with flamethrower here. And there should always be now Toxicroak for a slow kill with Gunk Shot. Right. At this HP. Should be Gunk Shot, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we will switch to Excadrill here. On the Gunk Shot. Yeah, exactly. This will use Sucker Punch now because I'm faster. We take this damage, it's completely fine. And kill this Toxicroak with EQ. Alright, this now should always be Rotomor. For the Leaf Storm now here. Yep. Exactly. So we will go to Beedrill on the Leaf Storm. This is obviously no problem for my Beedrill. Even if this would be Nasty Plot, it would be completely fine, of course. Like, I don't think it saw a kill with every roll, not exactly sure. But it doesn't really matter for us. Because we will just outspeed and kill this now with U-turn. And that is really nice for the last Pokemon, what is Goodra. Because a Goodra could be annoying even for my Primarina. Because it is hydration, rest. And even it can only attack me with Aqua Tail. It could get annoying. And that's why it's nice that we are getting the straight up switch in here. And yeah, Moonblast is doing 68% minimum damage. I mean, it's a Goodra, so yeah, obviously we will not one-shot that. But we will do a lot of damage here. And we are slower right now, so if this will use Curse, it's already GG, by the way. Curse would be completely cringe. Because it's slower now. So we will Moonblast into Moonblast and just kill this. So this was, I would say not clever. But yeah. That's setup AI. Because we will just Moonblast again. And because now of the curse it is slower than me, it just dies. Because it was faster before. Okay. That's the first fight. Now we will have some sun fights. Okay. Now we will have some sun fights. The next two fights are in Perma Sun. And this fight is really interesting. It took a bit to cook this fight. The next fight. And I have a Pokemon in my team for this fight. What can really likely die. What is okay for me. I think outside of that, this fight should be consistent now. I really think. Okay. So. Let's remove the items first of all. Like, I even calced some triple crits and stuff like that. And we should be actually completely fine. We have a flyer in the team. Exactly. So we should be safe for that. Yeah, we have a flyer in the team. We want to have Celezzle, who is already in the team. We have Pult as well. Pult is just too good. We have Everlook. Also, by the way, that was first fight from Primarina, I think. So also pretty cool. Yeah, this is obviously a Pokemon of what I want to really be careful with because of it's really strong in the E form. We have Arcanine. We have the first time Aero. And we have Flygon. So, we actually need the specs and the scarf one time here. So, let's fly and change one scarf to specs. So, okay, there it is. Specs, Life Orb, Citrus Berry, and Aero with the Mega Aero item. So first time seeing that. Okay. That was fight number 2, number 3, number 4. Number 5. And number 6. Okay. So. I'll pretty quickly double check the ranges and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff what can happen in this fight. And that's why it's possible that we will lose a Pokemon. And I can already spoil it will be Flygon. But Flygon can also clutch. It's also possible. But yeah, Flygon was not coming out of the box after we got pulled anyways. Even before that, it is only 1 speed. And that was making some stuff, yeah, difficult. The thing is, it's plus attack, and I think if I wouldn't have pulled, I would probably just scale speed, and then it would be really nice, okay? Then it would be really nice. But I never thought about scaling speed, because we got really good mons, and I was never in that situation, outside of one time, where I was scaling basically speed on Excadrill instead of Flygon. So yeah, and also we have Aero now. First time, if you missed back then the Aero, it's not a nice nature, but it is still pretty useful, especially in this fight. It is doing something what is really nice, because this Pokemon is a fucking threat. Yeah, and like I said, Flygon is plus attack. But I couldn't use this because, not fly, sorry. I want to show you the stats basically. It's a really good one, like 23 attack, but 1 speed was making that really hard to outspeed mons. And I've done some small stuff like first impression here, first impression, but most of the time I'm not using it for the, you know, for the ground or like for the Drake move, Most of the time I'm just using it for first impression against Eggy. And that's why, yeah, 1 speed is just low. But I rather sack now instead of using a scale. That's, you know. Okay, one more quick check. Choice specs, Life Orb, Citrus Berry, Aero with the Mega item. And yeah, that should be it. Okay, Power Sunfight with Overquill. Overquill as lead, and I think this is one of the consistent ways to stop this Overquill. Straight up for using something here. I also thought about using Sticky Webs here to slow the mons in the back down. Because there's one Chlorophyll mon what is really fucking fast. But I couldn't find a riskless line because this have Boom. That's also a problem. So turn 1 is predictable. You know, it will use hazards because that's how the AI works basically. Turn 1, it will just, if it doesn't see a kill, it will use hazards. It will not blow up. But I don't want to have the hazards. It's toxic spikes and spikes. I just don't want to have that, and that's why Overquill will just die here. I have Everlock in this fight only for pivots basically. Especially for this Talon Flame now, because it have Flying Gem. I want to get rid of this Flying Gem now. Also, Everlock will bait Flare Blitz, what is doing less damage on my Arcanine. Because we will beat this with Arcanine. Pretty simple. And Arcanine needs HP, because Arcanine needs to beat 2 mons in this fight. So. It's fine if this crits, by the way, it's still only Flare Blitz. We'll go to my Hemi. On Flare Blitz, completely fine. Okay, we will always kill this with Rock Slide now. This is Solar Beam now, because it lost Flying Gem, and Solar Beam is the highest damaging move now here. We'll tank it like a boss. Crit is fine, we have Citrus Berry. Don't like to see it, to be honest, but yeah. Because it makes the other matchup maybe a bit more scary. This is now Chlorophyll Venusaur with Focus Band, by the way. Focus Sash, sorry. Focus Band would be cringe. To be honest, Focus Band would be completely cringe. But Focus Sash is also really hard, okay? So, we have something here. What is really nice. So, we will switch on this guaranteed Earth Power to Aero. And the fun part is, Solar Beam crit never kills my Aero after the Mega Evolution. We are slower, even after the Mega Evolution, but we are never dead to Solar Beam crit. What is even more funny is that the AI thinks I don't have a slow kill here right now. But I actually have a slow kill with dual Wing Beat. The AI doesn't know about my Mega ability and my Mega Evolution. So this can even use Growth here. That is also possible, and that would be really, really cool, and I think Flygon always survives then, because then we will bait Electivire. If we will get Solar Beam here, we will always bait Slurpuff. So that's why I said it can, a lot of stuff can happen here, but we have a solution for every single thing here. So let's see if this is Growth, because if this is Growth, it's just cringe here. Because I will just kill it anyways. Predicting it, like I said, it's safe because we never died to Solar Beam crit here. We get after the Mega Evolution a lot of new stats, and even Bold Nature it kills. And we ignore the Focus Sash because of the multi-hit move. So Aero's first kill was amazing in my opinion. And this is now riskless because this baits a buyer, and actually Flygon will most likely survive now. I don't think there is a way that Flygon dies here now. I will explain why Flygon could die here. So, yeah, this is always Wild Charge. And because we are Scarfed, we outspeed and kill this now. And Flygon even have double immunity here, basically. So, we kill this now with EQ here. We need the Scarf for that, and that will always bait now Slowpoke for Dazzling Gleam kill. This is Fairy Gem. So, what could be the case? We will get the Solar Beam from Venusaur. Then we will bait actually Slowpoke earlier. I have to beat this with my Arcanine. And Arcanine gets that much damage because of crit from Talonflame, double crit from the Slowpoke. We never die, but I think we could get in super random moves from this Evire. And then I think we always need to sack Flygon. Okay, that was the thing. So we will go to Hemi now. Hemi is okay HP wise. It is really okay. We will eat that move now, Dazzling Gleam. Because we have Citrus Berry still. It looks dangerous, but it is not. So, we'll take the Citrus Berry here. And now, the fun part about this matchup is, because I don't have a slow kill basically, it can use Calm Mind here. That's also funny. So we will Flare Blitz. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, if you have everything in mind here, what can happen, there is a lot of stuff what can go right and wrong. But it could also be the case that it will use Psychic and just crit me. I don't die, but it could happen. And it could also happen that Dazzling Gleam crits. And it could also happen that Acrobatic crits, or like, you know, that's why I used Everlock basically for the pivot here. And we always E-Speed kill this Slowpoke now. And with that, we have only one Pokemon in the bag. What is Slowking? So everything went really good here, to be honest. But it could also be the case that Hamilton is like on 10% HP. And then we even bait Ice Punch probably. Or Weather Ball from Electivire. And then I need to hard switch into Flygon and sack it. The only way Flygon dies straight up is Ice Punch, of course, from Evire. So Evire's chance, so Flygon's chance to survive in this fight was incredible high still. Because we can always switch into 3 moves. What is Wild Charge, EQ and Weather Ball. Never crit kill dies on Weather Ball. And we always kill this with EQ. So the chance, actually, that Flygon dies was not that high. But we have to plan with that. Okay? So, this now, let me confirm that, is exactly Psychic only. Where we can actually hard switch to Dragapult. And if Flygon dies, by the way, because of the Evire, pulled chain kills even if my Flygon dies, basically. Pulled chain kills Evire and Slowking in the end. Okay. So we will Life Orb Phantom Force here. This will always kill him. And yeah, we could see we could hard switch into Psychic, but yeah, I think it's maybe, I don't think it matters on this one, but yeah, on some stuff it matters that I also used a scale on my special defensive. Because we are basically GMO now. Outside of the nature, because we are minus death still, but we are still plus speed, what is also really nice. It matters. It matters in a lot of situations. Okay, that was the second fight. And Flygon survived. Pretty proud. And yeah, like I said, the chance was really low, actually, that Flygon dies. But the chance was there. I said it's likely that it dies, because, you know, I just planned with that. That's it. In the end, it was not likely that Flygon dies. But yeah, you have to play around multiple crits, and that's, yeah, that's the reason. Okay, the next fight also took a bit. And in the next fight, we found a solution, a pretty good one, I would say. after a bit cook. So, we have Dragapult again, by the way. Yeah, like I said, that's why we use 5 scales, guys. This Pokemon is just too strong. This is just too strong. So, we have Urshifu for this fight. Yeah, also, I'm not saying I was not believing the folks, basically, who was saying that Hemi is one of the best mons in the game, in the entire game. It's crazy how good it is. I think it's also because you get like 3 IVs on 31. I got the perfect nature, basically. What is Jolly? Jolly is crazy good. You don't care about the special attack. It's basically one of the strongest nature you can have. Maybe Adamant is in some situations better. But yeah, you don't have any downside. You're not minus special defense. You're not minus defensive. You're not minus special defensive, not minus attack, minus speed. It's crazy good. And yeah. We have Avalok in this fight anyways. Exactly, yeah. I think we just need a Raspberry here, right? Yeah, we just need a Raspberry on my Crawdont. So we have Crawdont. And we have a Beedrill again. Okay. Citrus Berry. No, not Citrus Berry. Don't do stupid stuff. Okay, I think I need the Scarf. Pulled was Life Orb, right? Or was pulled something else? Let me check that. No, I don't need Life Orb. I can just go Dragon Fang. No, I need Life Orb. I need Life Orb. I need Life Orb. I need Life Orb. I could also go Band. I don't think it matters, to be honest. Yeah. I really don't think it matters. Yeah. Okay. So we want to have the black belt here. You are getting this. And now we give the Raspberry to Crawdont. And that should be it. Let's just check that again. Black Belt, Life Orb, Choice Scarf, Citrus Berry. Yeah. Okay. Yep, and that's the last fight for this stream. After that, I will cook or like have a better look on the double battle. We'll have 2 mandatory fights in the next stream left, basically. And I think I will clear all optionals as well. We probably will do the event then, because after the next 2 fights, then we can also get the Sky Pillar encounter. And yeah, then we can also just deactivate this erratic weather, basically. And after that, we can also catch Romas. So yeah, pretty cool stuff what can happen in the next time. But step by step. Two, 3, 4, 5. Six. That was number 7. Urshifu. Ult. Emmy. Wait a second, I could reduce the friction here. I just found something. Yeah, okay. I just found something. I will fly pretty quickly. I didn't saw that. Yeah. Let's reduce a small friction. Because with that we will never bait Solar Beam. I will explain that in a second. So, choice band. Because sometimes I just forget actually how strong Wicked Blow is. Okay. Yeah, that's for sure better. Okay, let me just import them now, then I don't need to do it in sub-seconds again. Beedrill. Groudon. Yeah, with that we are actually pretty safe. Because this is only Flamethrower on the Switch and then never Solar Beam. Then we also don't need to do the pivot on Everlock. Maybe, yeah. We will probably still, yeah, the one pivot we will still do. That's crazy. I didn't even thought about that, but I just saw it in the card now. Yeah, I actually have to keep that in mind. I will explain in a second. So let's count again. The reason why I'm counting is because I know we have 10 fights in total here. So I always know where we have the next fights. 3, 4, 5. Six, 7, and that is number 8. And after that we have 2 more fights. There's also one swimmer actually, optional. We will probably clear that in the next stream. But yeah. Okay. Amazing that I actually saw that. Don't know why I didn't saw that before, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's crazy actually, yeah. Okay, so I was in my plan I was using Black Belt boosted close combat here on this Komala, and this is holding a Choppleberry. But the fun part is that Wicked Blow is basically a close combat as well. And because it is holding a Choppleberry, the both moves are just doing the same damage if I hold a choice band. So Wicked Blow is basically a close combat as a dark move because it always crits. Unless you're Shell Armor or Battle Armor, then it's something else. But otherwise it's like close combat because it always crits. So the damage is actually the same like close combat is doing. So we will Wicked Blow kill this Komala now here. Critical hit. Crit mattered! And with that we will bait only and only Flamethrower. Because believe it or not, after a drop, we was having some rolls from Solar Beam killing us. And that's crazy. But yeah, it's Solar Power Charizard in the sun. With Charcoal. This is Flamethrower. It sees a kill by fucking far. Even after the drop. Like, even without a drop. And we will go to Hemi. And with that, it's never Flame Charge. The dangerous part about this fucking Charizard is that it have Flame Charge as well. So if you bait Flame Charge, it will do a ton of damage and will outspeed your entire team. Because of the plus speed. So yeah, you saw, by the way, how much damage we got from Flamethrower. This is fucking 4-time resisted, okay? Rock Slide, Choice Scarf will always kill this. This was 4-time resisted. So yeah, this Charizard in Perma Sun with Solar Power is actually pretty dangerous. Okay, we should always see now Gliscor here. For a slow kill with EQ, because we are faster than everything here. Yeah. So this is guaranteed EQ, and Everlook is actually a really good counter here. Everlook is a really fucking strong counter, but yeah, it makes sense. Everlook is really, really fucking tanky. Because we are never there to a double crit here. Yeah, critically, let's find it out, I guess. And this is now Flying Gem Acrobatics. We'll kill this with Icicle Crash, you know. We have the Citrus Berry as well. Yep. Citrus Procs. Icicle Crash. Kills this Gliscor. Now we should see Silvally here for Flamethrower. The really important thing is that the Silvally is actually Explosion as well. This is Silvally Ghost. There it is. And this is Flamethrower always. We will pivot one time to Crawdon, what is holding a Raspberry here. And we will never bait Flamethrower again. Boom would be technically fine. If this would be Boom. Would be technically completely fine. But this is always Grass Pledge. And because we don't want to have the burn on my Dragapult. And we don't want to use Poison, pre-Poison. Because we would bait other Pokemon then. Yeah, we are just switching into Grass Pledge, basically. And now we will use Phantom Force. This will always kill this with Life Orb. Multi-attack will miss. And we will kill the Silvally. And now we will always bait Primarina now for a slow kill with a Moonblast. If we are poisoned and we get Life Orb damage, what we are getting now, and we get like 3 times poison damage basically, because we get on the entrance poison damage, we'll get poison damage while we vanish, and again poison damage, and we would be in Earth Power range from Gastrodon. So there's a Primarina, pretty simple business for my good B. We hard switch into Moonblast. Critical hit would be fine. It's a lot of damage actually, but yeah, it would be fine completely. We Mega Evolve and kill this with Poison Jab. And now the last Pokemon is Gastrodon. And because Beedrill and Urshifu can handle the last Pokemon, I could bring just Crawdon for one pivot. Because Crawdon have done nothing outside of this one Flamethrower pivot. But yeah, because I can U-turn here, and this U-turn is doing so much damage even on a Gastrodon. It's crazy, actually. That's a good part about fucking B. We are baiting random moves if we get a Moonblast crit here, by the way. So we could also bait Earth Power. But the good news is my Urshifu tanks every single move. And Urshifu outspeeds. Look at this U-turn damage. Look at this U-turn damage. This is so crazy. And by the way, Wicked Blow is doing 82.8% max minimum damage. This is crazy. We always survive a crit here. And yeah, because we used Wicked Blow already, we will just use Close Combat now. Because they are basically doing the same damage if it's neutral on someone. Close Combat and Wicked Blow is just the same damage. And that's the next trainer. And now we will have 2 more fights in the next stream. 2 mandatory fights. We'll do some small stuff as well, like optionals probably. Clear the way. Yeah, and then we will hopefully... This double battle is fucking awful. So yeah, I need a good plan against this double battle for sure. But yeah, for now, that's it. Thank you for watching. And see you guys in the next stream.